Emergency department, this is Wes.
I was sent a guardian angel. His name was Wes.
As an emergency department nurse at Vidant Medical Center, Wes Stiles is always prepared for the unexpected. On December 26, 2013, his shift started before he ever stepped foot in the building.
Was driving to work and had made my first turn onto Frog Level Road, and I noticed a vehicle in the ditch. I pulled over to help them. The man said that the guy didn't look right. He just was like, he doesn't look right. He doesn't look right. He kept saying that over and over again. So that's when I knew that we needed to do something to help him right away, or it was going to turn bad for him.
Wes ran to the truck and saw the driver was unresponsive. He knew the man needed CPR and needed it fast. His life depended on it. With the help of the bystanders, Wes broke a window, unlocked the doors, and pulled the driver out.
He began chest compressions, and I started opening his airway. Within 10 seconds of chest compressions, he started breathing. He took a big breath and started breathing on his own. I held his airway open. The guy was doing chest compressions, was starting to look at me. I think he was a little concerned about what was going on. I'm sure that was probably his first time ever doing something like that. And I just told him, I'm like, just keep going. It's helping. It's working.
53-year-old John Shackleford was rushed to Vidant Medical Center, where it was quickly determined he suffered an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest. Time was of the essence.
At that time, I got involved in his case, and it was apparent he was having a heart attack. So he came to the cath lab very quickly. Once you make that decision, you have to move very quickly. Minutes count at that point. We did a heart catheterization on him, which showed that his LAD, which is the left anterior descending artery that feeds this front part of the heart, was occluded. So we opened it up, re-established flow within minutes of the time he came into the cath lab.
For several days, John's condition was touch and go. It was unknown if he would survive, let alone make a full recovery. All odds were against him.
Most of these people who have an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest do not live to walk out of the hospital.
I woke up in the hospital, hooked up to all kinds of stuff, people all around. It was like, hey, what's going on? I didn't know nothing, and they explained to me I was driving, had a heart attack, and I was lucky that there was a ER nurse driving by at the time who performed CPR and saved my life.
It was when John was recovering in the cardiac intensive care unit that his care came full circle in a twist of fate.
My last day, nurse came up and we started talking. Her name was Trista.
When I realized that this patient was the gentleman that my husband had saved, I was full of emotion. I felt honored to be a part of the circle of life and to care for this gentleman. And I did let it show a little bit. I did talk to him about it and said, you were lucky, and that was my husband that got the honor to take care of you.
John asked Trista to arrange a group meeting. He wanted to shake the hand of the man that saved his life.
They told me what room he was in, and I walked around the corner, or coming down the hall, and I saw in the room, and I see a guy, and he's sitting up and talking, and his hands are kicked back, and he's all relaxed in his bed, and I thought I had the wrong room. I thought that wasn't his room. I thought that wasn't him. I thought they had given me the wrong room. So I was really surprised at how well he had recovered. I was really amazed and glad. You know how bad it could turn out, and to see how well he was doing was really amazing. I couldn't believe it.
Just 6 weeks after discharge, John Shackleford learned his heart made a full recovery. He is now one of the less than 20% of victims to survive an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest fully intact.
This good outcome is the result of a coordinated system of care. If I have to pick one person to give him the most credit, it's going to be the person who pulled him out of the car, the nurse, and performed CPR on him. But it's the quickness of everything else that followed to recognize what he had, to get him to the right place, and to open up the artery in the right and quick amount of time so we can save some heart muscle and help him restore his heart function the way he did.
Vidant has just been, it's been outstanding for me. My hat goes off to each and every one of them that were involved in saving my life, because it took a team. There was numerous doctors involved in the different procedures that were performed on me. Teams of nurses and other help. Even the people that came in to take care of the room I was in, they were very friendly. Their attitudes were wonderful. It was a very pleasurable experience for what it was. And it's, how do you put laying in a hospital almost dead is pleasurable, but they made, the people make a difference. And all I can say is thank you to everyone at Vidant for being there. I thank everybody, because it takes everyone.